everybody. I just left everybody on a break. Press play on the music. Didn't put any volume on. Because it's a great way to start the year. That's how we're kicking off 2016. Keeping it professional, as always. Yeah?
Not bad.
We've got Emma as technical support. We're all good. We've got this shit wired up. You've left the dog in.
Oh, shit.
The dog's here.
Ouch.
We're doing it well. I know, man. I keep trying. I try and have everything prepared. I do. I work really hard to get it sorted and it just fucks up every single time. I like it. Low tech support is what keeps us carrying. But I've got a huge year in front of us. Let's talk about Legion then. What's curious so far, I think people are thinking I'm a Debbie Downer on Legion. I did my big Legion overview. People were like, God, it sounds so bad. I'm like, that's not the message I was trying to get across. But I think it's because the alpha wasn't great. It was very, very little stuff. Did you even play any?
Just the Demon Hunter stuff.
Just the Demon Hunter stuff, but not too much? Or did you do the last bit?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Not because I don't... No, don't get me wrong. It's not because I don't want to, because I was blown away by it, but...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to spoil it for myself. I did the same thing with Lords of Draenor as well.
It's like... I was trying to get the message across is I can't make the really good content you guys want with what we've been given. I can't do it. And I was like, I could totally just spam videos out about Legion, but they'd be total nonsense. They'd be like just me guessing at stuff based on fuck all information. But what is interesting is that the numbers weren't great for the Legion stuff. In fact, stuff that wasn't Legion related is better. So I think that we have reached that impasse where we need to bring in some other stuff. I think that. How do you guys feel about that? Is it like, as a general consensus? It's been coming for a while, but the numbers seem to point that way. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people are like, we're ready for more stuff now. And it's nice. Oh, let's talk about the Christmas video, though, because you said you would never be my friend. Wasn't the Christmas videos great? Wasn't that a great idea? My idea? Wasn't that a good idea? No? Surely you liked it a little bit.
Do you know what I did like? When you did this? I'm sat here with Nobble.
We filmed on a fucking OBS screen. He was sat on that side.
Pointed the wrong
way. I didn't know where you were going to do the graphics. So it's your fault.
No, it isn't.
It is.
He showed me the basic UI of what he was thinking of. I merely overhauled that shit and kept it as is with his elements.
Well, I had to switch the cameras around, so yeah, that if the point I can get away with, I'll live that dream.
No, you can't get away with.
I thought it was great, Susan Windrunner.
Oh my god.
It was so good because before it, I sent Nobble a message and I was like, you know what we should do for Christmas? Is you should quiz each other in our respective fields because we don't overlap. It's a great thing about it is that we don't overlap in any way. We don't cross step on anyone's turf or anything like that. So I was like, we should just it'd be a giggle. It's like, how do you want to do it? It's like, we'll ask each other questions. You have to answer the question. And it obviously has to be things that the other guy will have no idea about. Probably have no idea about. And that was it. I thought it was really cool. And I loved it. I left the comments for so long to see what people said. Came in. My best. I was meaner than Nobble. That's totally subjective though. From my point of view, Nobble blew me away because I was like, I have no idea what this guy's talking about right now.
Nobble was more smug about it, which was classy.
I kept my face straight much better.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I also got to be a bit more creative in my answers, which is what I loved. In fact, I'll tell you the truth. I wanted him to ask me questions I didn't know because I thought I could just have fun with the stories. And I thought that'd be cool. That was my entire intention on it. Is I just pictured in my mind Nobble asking me lore questions, me not knowing the answer but being able to fill in the lore. I thought that'd be really cool. I get to just sit here and make shit up and bullshit, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, there's people like the stupid stuff like Sylvanas Chief Alpha Boat.
Thing is though,
that's what
you were not wrong.
She did.
You were not wrong.
Describe Sylvanas Windrunner. She's like, she fell off the boat.
She showed up. Helps our Vaz.
Oh, that was great though. It was so much fun to do, and we had to pause it. You'll notice in Nobbles is because we did Nobbles first. Because we filmed it at the beginning of December. We filmed it ages before it came out. And we did Nobble asking me questions first. Because I kind of knew the format that we were going for. Which was, you have to ask the question. You have to answer it. It was based on something Rooster Teeth used to do. Where they used to do something similar. So I was like, we'll do this idea. And I'll go first as the being questioned. So we get the idea. But after the first 3 questions, Nobble stopped and was like, I really need to. We should be doing something here with the answers, which is you because you did all the graphics for it. It's like, well, we'll put the answers below, but we need to keep the flow going. You can't stop every question and keep it going and all that kind of stuff. So it was fucking... it was really cool. I thought it was fucking fun. I knew it was going to be well received, because if you hate me... Let's say you're a big Noble fan, but you hate the PvE side, and you hate me. You get to point and laugh at me, which is fine. Those guys will love that stuff, right? If you like us both, you get to, like... especially if you see it that we were just having fun. Do you know what I mean? You got to do all that stuff. It was fucking so cool that I love to do that. No, we haven't talked about the MLG stuff. I don't think we know anything what's going to happen there yet, really. They're probably just going to use MLG to push Overwatch, I would think. And Heroes of the Storm.
What if they have the Blizzard's own brand horn? Sold.
Yeah, maybe. Something like that. I think that's pretty cool. Well, we can argue about the questions all day. The point was of those videos is the questions didn't matter. They were just stuff that obviously the other guy wouldn't know. Especially when we did the DK stuff. What about Master Frost? Yes. Haste Frost. Master Simple. Yes, very good, very good. And when he asked me about the Windrunner sisters, did you know there was 3? Did you know that?
I knew there was 3, I didn't know the name of the third, though.
Susan.
I know now.
You know now. And apparently Ogrim Doomhammer is not Thrall's biological father. And Noel started laughing. I had started that question with that answer. And Noel started laughing. And I was like, well, that's not right then. So I was genuinely trying to answer it. I wasn't just bullshitting. I was like, if I could use logic, I got it right. Like the Forsaken DKs. Nailed it. Nailed it. But I also realised that I've been calling Illyria Windreaver for some reason. For so long. I had no idea. I don't care. I really don't care. I did like the comments of the guys who took it like way so seriously though. Like, this is so painful. Like, how can this guy play WoW for so long? I was like, I love you. That's exactly what I want. Exactly. I love those guys. How do you not know this? How do you not know this? Yeah, right. It was good. It was just pretty cool. But yeah, the Legion stuff, the next build should hopefully be miles better. The only downer with it, I'm loving Legion so far. I'm not going to lie. I mean, some of the stuff I've released has been downer, but it's more like I'm down on what I can show you guys because you guys want stuff. I can't give it to you yet. I could, but it'd be bullshit. So I'm not going to do that because that's a waste of my time and yours. So there's so much stuff that I want to show you, but basically it was like, here's the artifact quests. Go and try that out. I will say I agree. Did you see any of the zones? For those of you who saw the zones, did you agree with what I said? They're not amazing, are they? I mean, they're not TBC. They're not Wrath of the Lich King. Those zones are so fucking cool. Can you name a boring zone in any of those expansions where you were like, shit, this is cool? Or isn't cool? Like, even Gundrak's cool. Like, Wrath of the Lich King, every zone was something pretty fucking special. Do you know what I mean? Even like Howling Fjord had the huge bugs coming out of the ground and all that kind of stuff. It was so cool. So cool. But the Legion ones, they're not so far. Well, there's only like two out of 5, so there's 3 more to go, which is pretty cool. Hellfire Peninsula? I thought Hellfire Peninsula was so badass when I went into it. It's
good. Here's the thing, though. People will look down on it purely because it's the first place you have to go to through the whole expansion. The rest of them you can probably skip out. Hellfire is a really good zone.
I thought it was fucking cool as shit.
It's a really good zone. Regardless of how many times you got to do it, I'll get bored of it. I'll think, fuck's sake, it's Hellfire. It's a good zone.
The demons falling from the sky, the fucking dark portals right in the face.
I didn't like Borean Tundra. I'll say that straight up.
It
was okay.
But the thing is, Borean Tundra was so huge that it actually traversed into the icy areas where you started going to there. So it had something really cool going for it. And I agree the actual Peter bit, you know, where you're saving the animals and stuff. That was really good. Yeah, I thought Hellfire was badass. Zangarmarsh is not a cool zone to level in, but I thought Zangarmarsh looked cool.
Boring Tundra.
Yeah, I thought that looked really fucking cool. I loved it. I mean, I agree, Zangarmarsh was so boring because it was all watery and... But it had the steam pipe thing in the middle, and it was fucking gloomy. But all the lights of all the creatures, like the Striders, are all glowing and stuff in the dark. I thought the zone itself visually was very awesome. Hyjal Summit sucks. See, I don't agree with that either. I thought Hyjal was cool when you went there because it had the Firelands in the middle, surrounded by the lava. And it had all the big names were all floating around there. You had the dragons flying around, and you had like Geddon just fucking standing around there doing all these AOE and stuff. See, I like those zones as well. There's no spoilers here. Unless it's in the chat, of course. But I can't stop that, unfortunately. Blaze Edge was awful to level in, but a cool zone.
Looked very cool.
It looks super cool.
Yeah.
It looks super cool. All the dragons speared on the fucking blades and all that. I thought that was badass, man. Silithus. Yeah, Silithus was not man. Vashir is a beautiful... I love Vashir. I'm always going to say it. Crystal Song Forest. So cool. Shame there was so little going on there under Dalaran. Remember that? So bummer. So bummer. But each of the expansions for me were really fucking cool. Really cool. Besides Mop, that's when it seemed to like go, fuck it. Like all the catas, I mean, Oldham is so badass.
I like Mop though. I like that style. I thought it looked fucking beautiful. I admit it, flat out, as much hate that might generate. The zones in Mop, the style of expansion that it was, I thought they were really, really nice.
See, that's what I don't like. Is like, I think I said this in the videos as well. It's like, I get why it's like this for the kind of lore perspective and the story that's going on in the zone, but I don't really care. I want something that stands out and makes me go, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, Twilight Highlands is pretty dull, besides the fact it's got that badass Twilight spire, like, right in the fucking middle of it. Do you know what I mean? And that makes you look in the distance and go, that's pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? That is awesome as shit. And it's different. Whereas none of the two Legion zones we've got so far had nothing that was like, this is okay.
Yeah.
Like, although it's pretty cool that Stormheim does have so many Bloodborne references in there. And Game of Thrones, which is pretty cool. So my thoughts on Legion generally is, I'm really excited, but pessimistic. But what I've seen so far is pretty cool, but we've seen so little. So little. That it's hard for me to be like, oh my god, you know, this is amazing. We haven't even seen the profession stuff. We haven't got past level 104. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm not bummed out on Legion or anything, which is, I think, important. I think it's important to get that message out. Is that I don't dislike Legion at all.
Yeah.
It's just that I was hoping to, when the alpha comes out, you're hoping to do so much more than what I've been able to do, which is not a lot. Well, the artifact quest lines have been cool. That was a fun. That was definitely like the most fun content I've done in Legion, which is pretty good. So that was very enjoyable for me. Very, very enjoyable. What games have we been playing then over Christmas? Let us know. Let's have a chit chat. Let's talk games then. You've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. I've played nothing because I'm a tragic loser with too much family shit going on. I need to work to get back into games. What have you been playing? Final Fantasy XIV. What's hype about it? What's had you? You've been balls deep in that for like a week.
Not for a week. Not even a week. Let me just straight off the bat say there are a lot of things in that game that people will fucking hate.
Do you hate them?
And I get that. I don't like them, but for what I want to accomplish in that game, it doesn't matter. Now, Final Fantasy XIV, obviously, there's so many fucking nice references to the other characters of Final Fantasy as well. Very, very... Some of them are, like, directly involved with the previous Final Fantasy characters. Some of them are, like, mentioned and stuff, which is cool. Now, the combat system in that game is very slow. Very slow. But it sort of gives it, like, a turn-based feel. Probably shouldn't, but still, it is very, very QE up type abilities. You know, you can't
you
go
said the
bang,
combat
bang,
was
bang,
super
bang, bang,
slow.
bang. It is slow, but still, the animations on some of the shit in it are delicious. Now, one thing that I really do like is the job system. Jobs are classes. And, there you go.
Yeah, keep talking.
It looks really fucking pretty as well, let's be honest. But the classes, there's like a couple of starting classes that you can pick. Like, I'm still a fucking noob at this game, so I'm probably going to get some information.
That looks gorgeous.
I know what I'm...
These
what I'm
icons
saying.
do not.
No, those are emotes that you can put in your bars. The emotes actually
You can put emotes on your bars?
They're used in some quests as
No.
well. Yeah, like if you go down like to a dock and it's like my fucking workers are like taking the piss, I need to motivate them. So you actually, your emotes you can do / whatever, but they've got buttons for each of them. Yeah. So you can put them in your bind, you can put like a / give a bollocking or whatever the hell it's called.
See,
like
I'm out at pictures like that.
But that's what I mean though. It's very Asian, but it's amazing. But yeah, you only ever need one character because one character can do everything. Everything. There are classes, and then there are classes that you unlock when you've done certain criteria of leveling other. I'm going to call them classes, not jobs.
I'm going to say you've not got any footage of this game.
I've not streamed it or anything like that at the minute.
I can't show video.
I'll tell you what you can show is if you type in Final Fantasy XIV Ninja, because I'm actually a ninja now. Ninja's got a certain set of criteria before you can be a ninja. But mate, they look fucking delicious. That's the first.
This one?
Yeah, click it a minute. Let me see it. That's like the first full ninja armor set that you get. Yeah, looks like goddamn shinobi up in this bitch. That's just concept art. That's a pirate. They're the ninjas. It's so cool.
I love that stance.
But that's what I mean. Like you can change the way that you stand as well. Just even shit like that. But with the daggers and things. Oh, I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. I am enjoying the fuck out of it. We are in the process of making a guild, and it just nothing serious.
You're just playing it at the moment.
Playing it together with the other guys that I'm playing it with. So that's so cool though. That armor set,
which is a big deal for you. I mean, if you graphically look awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the shit out of it. Even professions in that game.
Hey, what's the pay model?
Monthly subscription, I believe.
Is there any free-to-play options? Or...
£7.50. You buy the game, you get 30 days free, but it is a subscription-based game.
Okay.
Simple as. But yeah, I'm enjoying the shit. It is a grind. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah, and the Asian MMOs tend to be.
My two biggest gripes with this game are the slow combat system, which is fine for like now that I've actually leveled my ninja up a bit, because each class plays very differently. And a ninja, just to give you an example, is say like you level a rogue, and then once you've leveled a rogue to a certain level, you can be a ninja or you can do other stuff. And as a ninja, I use a lot of the rogue's core abilities, but now the difference that a ninja brings in, he's got 3 types of hand signs or stances, and basically the combination of what I put them hand signs in, you'll do like a little kata, and then you execute it with your ability called ninjutsu, and it'll do something. It could be like an AoE, it could be a buff, blah 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 blah. You just need to know the combination of doing it, which is actually very very different but very cool. And the professions you level as classes as well. So like let's relate it to Warcraft, it's the easiest thing to do. So I'm an engineer in Warcraft. In Final Fantasy, I turn into an engineer, and then I will level up my engineering. I'll go to different places, level my engineering and stuff like that, which I think some people won't like, but I do like it.
Like
anyway,
Galaxy style?
Star Wars Galaxies.
No way until you'll level everything?
Oh, sort of, yeah, sort of, but not as depthy as Galaxies. But my other gripe is navigation, because that is fucked.
Yeah, really bad.
Big time, big time. It's very, very... I mean, I understand how it works now, but to a new player looking at the maps, like from like an external like Warcraft world map to an island map to an area map, and how they go from A to B is pretty.
How do they do a story then? Because Final Fantasy is obviously a very heavy story.
Well, what it does, it's got a main storyline quest. You don't have to do that many side quests as you're going through it, but as you obviously the more higher level you get, the more side quests you'll have to do, because it'll lock like the main story quest. It's like level 45. Okay, now the next level's 46, the next quest's 46, you're 45, it stays locked until you're 46.
But it auto gives it you.
But it will, as soon as you level 46, you go to that NPC, you pick it back up.
Okay.
What was I going to say now? There's one more fucking gripe.
Where would you put it, like, story-wise, leveling experience from, say, WoW as the bottom and Old Republic as the top?
I put it in the... I don't know, I'll probably put it in the middle. It is quite lore heavy. There are some nice parts in it, but it's not fucking Star Wars level, and that for me is pinnacle.
That's
but I'm enjoying the fuck out of it, and I'm definitely going to be at least seeing my 30 days out of it. I want to see Endgame before I fuck it off.
Let me see what you guys have been playing next. I'm genuinely curious, because Stream Week's obviously coming back very soon, so I've got a graphics card to, test. Saints Row Get Out of Hell from Dreed. Yeah, I was semi-disappointed and semi-really happy with that. Very 50-50 for me compared to the other ones. Warcraft 3, Counter-Strike, Rising Storm. Rise, Son of Rome? Really? That's like denounced as one of the worst games ever, right? Bloodborne, Just Cause 3, LOL. Just Cause 3's had some such mixed reviews. I won't touch it because I hate Just Cause 3.
I enjoyed it. I just stopped playing it for a bit. Because I was actually playing that, and then everyone I play with were tinkering with Final Fantasy. We thought, fuck it, I'll give it a try. So I'm enjoying it.
Oh, the Tomb Raider DLC. I need to do the Skyrim DLC. I might, in fact, do the Witcher DLC as my first stream week back. Either that or Bloodborne. I haven't decided yet. We'll probably do something like that.
Saints Row suck ass. 1 and 2 were good. Really? 3 is the best one.
4. Saints Row 4 is the best superhero game ever made.
It's a good game. It's not
amazing.
Saints Row 3 though. 3 was the best.
3's okay, but I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Saints Row 4 is the best
for a superhero game.
The best superhero game ever made. Easily.
Yeah,
Deadpool comes close. Deadpool's amazing.
Deadpool was very good. But no, the thing that I like, big things in my games, 3 and 4 were good in Saints Row. Like 4, the whole like saving a rocket thing, and it plays Don't Want to, like Aerosmith, Don't Want to Miss a Thing as you're flying off. That was amazing. And in 3, like your house has been taken over by dickheads and you're in a helicopter, and you have to basically jump out and then parasail onto your penthouse balcony. But it's got a Kanye West song playing in the background, but it's so fucking cool.
I did 4 first, and then I went and did 3. I did 2 and didn't enjoy that. And I did Get Out of Hell, which was a shame because it was so small. 2-hour cutscenes. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. Yeah, they sold that Star Wars pack on Steam. I saw that was pretty cool.
75% off, I think.
Not a lot of people say Legacy of the Void, actually. I thought more of you might have been playing that. WoW Private. So Shadows of Mordor. Love that. I thought, well, I didn't love it, but it was good. Original Dark Souls. Original Dark Souls. We actually recorded our best games in 2015. One of mine is Dark Souls 1. Not some big names. I was expecting way more Fallout 4 and Metal Gear Solid 5.
A lot of people that are on my friend list on Steam are just solely playing Fallout at the minute.
But not many in the chat, actually. I mean, we've got a few thousand people here, and there's...
Well, I think most of the people in the chat are people that have played it, and now they're just playing other stuff.
Yeah, like finished it. Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of Saints Row 1 and 2 were the best. Yeah, exactly. Spoilers, dude. Really, Saints Row, come on. That game is, what, like 6 years old now? I think we could get past the spoiler age at 6 years. Or something close to that. It's not that... It's pretty old now. Rocket League, and yeah, I'm huge mix actually. I am genuinely surprised by the mix of games coming out of this chat right now. You guys are pretty incredible variety. Really incredible. Just playing Witcher 3, pretty good. And finished it. I imagine a lot of people have finished Fallout 4. I'm not going to touch it. Bloodborne's DLC. Oh god, I'm going to have to play it. I mean, it just sits here on my desk, looking at me. I kind of want to stream after the show.
Should do. I'm not.
It's like, but I have to get up like so early in the morning.
Do it. Do it.
No, you know what fucking bugs me? It's my kid, when he's off nursery, he gets up at least 30 minutes earlier every 2 days.
What's this?
Console hype. You can only buy it on PlayStation 4, it's not on PC. If I could buy it on PC, I fucking would. I fucking would. I fucking would, believe me. I don't have a console to play games that I can buy on a PC. That's for damn sure. Yeah, do it. Yeah, exactly. We'll see. I shouldn't say things like that because it's just going to get me in trouble. I have to get up in like a few hours. Console pleb. Thank you very much. Let's do our Q&A then before we wrap up. Then that was pretty cool. Gamer Daddy. We could do, but it's only one player.
It's not one of them that you want to switch players though, unless they're both there for the full duration.
No, not at all.
I'm going to take a comfortable stance for this, so bear with me, please.
The shitty FPS already pissed me off in Bloodborne. I actually showed it on the Christmas web show, is that I really hate what they do to things in the background. It fucking drives me crazy. I know it doesn't look that important, especially from a viewer, but as playing that game, Jesus fuck, man, that game pisses me off so much. When it starts turning them into like sprites in the background. What are we looking forward to this year? I am absolutely overwhelmed at the moment with the amount of cool stuff I get to do this year. Mainly, you're definitely going to see kind of a big transition this year, I would imagine. Already spotted by the Legion stuff is definitely. I mean, the Patreon guys kind of know about it. I send it out in my update that I do to the Patreon guys. But you're going to see some very big videos because I saw your response to the big video. I did a video that was like 4 hours long. The retention rate on that was ridiculous. It was like three hours plus of people watching that stuff. So I'm not afraid of the big videos. I'm going to be doing a lot more of them. I'm working on quite a big thing about interactivity. I have all these things filmed on here, but we're bringing in a lot of people to help do the bigger productions. We can do bigger productions now. So we've bought an expensive camera that was like fucking a lot of money, like nearly $3,000 essentially of camera. We've got props and it's all big stuff. I don't want to say what's coming because then they'll be like, where is it? That's a big problem for me. But we're going to be doing that kind of stuff. So this year is really cool for me. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, the Legacy video is full. We're going full production in January. So we need to set up a filming date probably in 2 weeks would be ideal after the first week of work. Because we also need it to rain, which God knows how that's going to play out. But I need to schedule it with everybody else. So, but totally poorly made. I want that to be clear. Totally poorly made, because it's still me. And I'm still going to have to learn how to do this stuff. So it's all good having the equipment, but I still have to produce something cool. So I hope it's going to be pretty good. We definitely got BlizzCon this year, which is going to be fucking awesome. We definitely got BlizzCon this year. And Legion. I mean, we've got Legion this year. So I'm almost covered for the next 12 months in terms of content. I have it all. I mean, I have my book of stuff that's planned out. So there'll be some stuff in between that, which is more topics that pop up as and when we go. We've still got to see how the legendaries play out. Can't wait to make that video. Can't fucking wait. Not had one drop in Legion Alpha so far. No legendaries for this guy. So I'm waiting for all that kind of stuff to come out. But the way we're to, I did a big fucking thing. Light knows about this. I will do a video on it, but I'll release. I'll link it to you, Mind Blast. But I will make a video on it, but I'll release it. I don't want to put it on the main channel. I might put it on the Gamer Dads thing to explain it about it. Yeah, best quality but done wrong. Exactly, Dreed. But yeah, it's gonna be like that. It's going to be pretty good. So I'm just thinking it's pretty good. I'm saying we watched... Yeah, well, if you look now, I've got a few videos now over 1 million views, and they're all like the legacy stuff. It's obviously where we need to go, and I love making them. And you get inspiration all the time from that. I can look back at the comments of those videos and just be like blown away. Dark Souls 3. So, Stream Week is going to be obviously much more regular. Much more regular. Hopefully just once a month easily, if not more sometimes, to throw that in. Because I had a blast this year playing different games. It absolutely renewed my interest in WoW. As weird as that is, totally renewed my interest in WoW, is playing other games. And we smashed through so many games this year. Even just playing a week a month of just streaming, we smashed through so many games. So on my list are Bloodborne, obviously, the Witcher DLC, and then I think we're going to do some big sort of weeks. So I want to do the Mass Effect trilogy, because I've never played them. So I think we'll do them back to back in a row. Because there's a HD remake of Mass Effect with add-ons and stuff of the first one. Because I don't think I gave the first one a chance, because we bought Mass Effect 1. You might remember, we were probably about 19 or something.
College, younger than that.
We bought it from somewhere, and then we brought it home, and I didn't know it was a third-person shooter. And I turned it off after about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a story-based, dialogue-heavy, third-person shooter. There's loads of... you can HD the fuck out of it.
Oh, right.
It's somebody was telling me about it. It's like, these are the games I want you to see. What did you... Because people are like... With the way we play the Telltale games, which, again, we once again scored the big win in the Game of Thrones Telltale, where the audience went absolutely ballistic with some of my choices, which was awesome. Because that's why we play those games, like Until Dawn and stuff. We play them just for that awesome... Because so many people see stuff when they watch me play them that I'd never see, because they would never make those choices. Mass Effect is like... Why do you play Telltale games and not things like Mass Effect, where you're making all these dialogue choices all the way through? Now, with Fallout, it's easy. It's because I just hate scavenging throughout a game for ages and ages, which is a big part of the Fallout universe, really, is to be doing that kind of stuff. And I'm like, ugh, can't be fucking bothered. I get bored if I'm not doing something every few minutes. And they're like, you should play Mass Effect, because it's not like that. There's loads of cool dialogue. You can be an arsehole, you can be, you can play it nicely. So, yeah. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do
Nice.
do something like that. So it should be okay. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It got to be a fem show. It will be a female, I'm sure. But I'll get it set up so we can do it. So I've got to buy like all the games and get all the add-ons working and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's certainly on the agenda, and I've been thinking of doing that with. As much as I just said that, I was tempted to do it with Fallout, just because I don't know. Maybe it's better if I'm playing with an audience. I have to bear that in mind. There's time passing when I'm playing on my own when I'm like really bored. And I want to turn it off, but with an audience to chit chat to at the same time, then maybe that kind of takes the edge off. Because apparently it's a very good story. So you tell me.
What is?
The Fallout universe has some very, very cool stories in it. So we'll do that, but I'm definitely going to do the Witcher DLC first. I want to get Bloodborne out of the way. I'm kind of not excited about it anymore. That makes me sad.
Because you're focusing on the little things that annoy you.
Yeah, but those things really do annoy me, you know what I mean? Those things really do bug me. I've also considered doing a full Metal Gear Solid playthrough.
Don't fucking tease me like that.
No, I've been considering it. I've been opening myself up to try these.
MGSV or the whole franchise?
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bollocks!
Why not?
You will never get through the first three. The first three are tactical espionage, stealth.
Maybe. It might be funny for the audience. I always bear that in mind with my stream games.
I could.
It's not only just whether or not I enjoy it. I mean, if I enjoy it, if I get more enjoyment if the stream's enjoying it, than like if I'm enjoying it. That's why Mad Max went so off the hill, because everyone was like enjoying, like especially when it goes wrong. Like people like that, and I like the audience getting involved in stuff and getting drawn into that. So that's why I genuinely serious about this. If it wasn't for my wife like slapping my ass, I would have streamed every day of this holiday, because I don't know, I love doing it. You know what I mean? I love doing it. I love doing that stuff. So those are the plans for at least the next 6 months, probably, because that's going to take us at least that amount of time to get through all that stuff, right? Splinter Cell? No. No.
Whoa, don't rip on Splinter Cell.
I'm not ripping on it, it's just not in the plans right now. So, but there's lots of franchises that I've just missed because, life. So I could go back and do that. So Mass Effect would be the first one. I can go through a third-person shooter with not a lot of looting and a lot of dialogue. I can totally do that. Especially if I get to make good and bad choices, because then I can have some fun with it. The thing is, I have absolutely no idea about anything in those games. I don't know a damn thing about Mass Effect. Not a single thing. I don't know anything about it. The Evil Within is actually on the list. I'm not even bullshitting. at all. If I opened Steam, I installed it 2 weeks ago, ready for Stream Week. So yeah, it's on there. It's going to be good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to... I want to get ready for Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls was easily my favourite game of last year. Easily. By miles. Because that game was so well made. And so perfectly designed in how it educated the fuck out of you constantly. And took you to school. She said Dark Souls 2 wasn't anything like that.
Oh, open it up. It's after 6 PM. Let me see what they're selling me.
You want me to check the Steam sale while we're here?
Yeah.
Guess what? Lots of games you don't want. Pretty good.
You're not wrong.
So there you go. I mean, you could say, why don't you do the Far Cry series? But I have no interest in that at the moment. Always at the moment. Stream week, not next week, because I have so much to do with getting back into work. I've got like 4 videos. Look at all these. Let me show you. I'm not even lying. I have like all these fucking... These are all videos. These are all videos that are yet to be made. Can you see those? Where did that go? Why didn't that work? Oh, it's there. Yeah, all those WAV files, they're all videos that I've recorded and yet to be put out. So I'll be getting back into that. So it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, and the Witcher DLC will probably be either first or second. Are you streaming tonight?
No. Next week, hopefully, if work's back on time and I'm back in work next week, then hopefully from Wednesday we should be. But it's still busy at work at the minute, so as soon as I get the time, I'm not doing it tonight purely on the grounds that Suzanne's had a nice quiet Christmas break, so I want to finish it like that. But we should be back to normal on Wednesday, fingers crossed.
In closing, I will say yes, we very much enjoyed the Star Wars movie, but I would suggest everybody who heard that to leave now, because people will post spoilers, no doubt. We both very much enjoyed it, had a great time. And on that note, we're going to finish up before the chat goes crazy, because you know there are people out there. You can't have this many people here and people not try and spoil it, all right? Thank you for a great first show back in 2016. I am back to work on Monday. On Monday, we're back in full time. And I've got a lot of videos to produce in the first week. And then the second week, we're starting... I've got a schedule. We're starting on the filming of the Legacy of the Warlock. The proper filming. All right, guys? So, be good. And I will see you again. All right? Be good. Bye-bye.